I mean, people have been characterizing me as right-wing. It's like, I'm not right-wing, so the characterization isn't very helpful. And one of the things I do all the time in my public lectures is make a case for the utility of the left. So the case can be made quite rapidly. If you're going to pursue things of value in a social environment, you're going to produce a hierarchy. It's unavoidable, because some people are better at whatever it is that you value. And so when that lays itself out socially, it will produce a hierarchy. The hierarchy has a necessity if you're going to pursue the things of value, but it has a risk. The risk is that we'll ossify and become corrupt. That's risk number one. And risk number two is that when you produce the hierarchy, you're going to dispossess a number of people, because there'll be lots of people in the hierarchy who aren't good at it, and they'll be dispossessed. So you need a political voice for them. That's the left. So I make that case over and over. Now, what the right does is say, yeah, but we still need the hierarchy. It's like, yes, you still need the hierarchy. The reason we need the political dialogue is because we need the hierarchy and we can't let it get out of control. So the way to balance those two competing necessities isn't by only having the hierarchy or dissolving the hierarchy. You have to live with the tension. And the way, because the situation keeps shifting. So the way you live with the tension is by talking. You say, well, here's the current state. The hierarchy needs to be tweaked this much because it's getting too tyrannical and it's dispossessing too many people. So we need to tweak it so that it's not as corrupt and so that it's a little bit more open. And we have to talk about that all the time. And that's what the right and left, it's not the only thing they do, because they also talk about the necessity of borders. That's the other fundamental thing that they do. The dialogue has to continue so that we can have the hierarchies and utilize them as tools without allowing them to descend into tyranny. Okay, so I made a case on the web. I did a talk at the University of British Columbia, a left-wing case for free speech, as if that's so difficult to make. I mean, that's the sort of case that was made until like 2014 or something like that. So the left-leaning types have all sorts of things that are correct to say. Now, the problem is, one of the problems of the left, but this is another thing that I talk about all the time in my public lectures, by the way, is we have a problem. We know how to put a box around the extremists on the right. Basically, we say, oh, you're making claims of ethnic or racial superiority. You're not part of the conversation anymore. What do we do on the left? Nothing. That's not good, because there's an issue. Can the left go too far? Yes. When? Oh, we don't know. Oh, that's not a very good answer. Now, you could say, well, then it's up to the moderate leftists to figure that out, so they can dissociate themselves from the radicals, and it is up to them. But that's actually not a very good answer either, because it's all of our problem.